Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price.
We are. It was on mute.
That was like a Meek Mill's intro right there. That was the greatest intro ever.
Very long intro. Very long intro.
It would get cut out. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Full house.
So, is this going to be the very first live show?
This is not the live show. This is
No,
definitely not the live show.
I mean, we're live recording right now.
We're live recording. Definitely we're live recording. Not the live show. The live show is coming, but we need to make sure that we're good for the live show. We need to be on time too.
Is the world ready?
And we're like, hey, for five snack in the head emojis, I'll take my shirt off.
And I've done worse for less. I've done worse for less.
You're done worse for less. That'll be a story for another day.
It is. So, I bought some frozen peas.
You're gonna actually tell us a story about the frozen peas and what they're
do you want to hear the story about the frozen peas and why I bought them?
Give us a story.
Thank you.
Okay, all right. Here's the story about the frozen. Right? So, I think Jason was up in New York, right? So I didn't have a barber for that weekend. I needed a haircut. So anybody who doesn't know Erica, he's a barber, and so is his son. I don't like a whole lot of different people touching my head, no homo. So I kind of stick to the same barbers. Most people do, right? So his son was out of town, so I had to go somewhere around here.
Unwritten.
Not too far. So I found a barber down the street. I had been there before a long time ago, but nobody was in there. I didn't recognize anybody. And some chick was like, "Hey, come, sit down, have a beer." I'm like, "Damn, she's hot, right?" You can tell she's not young. She's not like super but she was like super hot, super cool. And we're having a conversation. And I was like, "Yeah, man, like nobody knows how to flirt anymore. Like people are so scared. Everybody's like, oh, it's all scripted. Nobody knows how to talk to each other. Like whatever happened to going to the grocery store, just hey, excuse me, ma'am, you dropped your frozen peas. Something to break the ice. So we kind of had this inside joke going, right? So we had it. So a couple haircuts later, she kind of brings it up. She's laughing, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go in there. So she already knows if she sees me throw a bag of frozen peas on the floor, right? She should know that I'm flirting. So either I'm gonna be stuck in a friend zone forever, and every haircut is going to be awkward as shit after that, or I could potentially be married here in the next year and a half. What do you think?
So okay.
Wow. Frozen peas, huh?
Frozen peas. No, they're a lot cheaper than what I thought they were. Even at Walmart, which is more expensive than H-E-B, which is a local grocery store here, it's still like 87 cents.
Yeah, frozen veggies are pretty inexpensive. So
yeah. So didn't cost a whole lot. Now the haircuts,
So your
the
way.
haircuts are a lot more expensive than what Jay charges.
That's the other question. That was my question too. Was
I don't know. I just want to see her
paying
work.
your haircut with the frozen peas?
Yeah, no, she does really good work. She really is a pretty damn good barber. She's way out of my league, has a lot of money. And why not? Right? You know?
I don't mean
I've always tried to play the Prince Charming role and, wake up Sleeping Beauty. I think, man, what if somebody kisses me and wakes me up? You know what I mean? How about that? Brought you some frozen peas. Do your job.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Keep at it. Keep at it.
All right. I'm only 42. I still have at least 2.5 years of fertility. So,
have you ever seen this movie, Carlos, called Radio? Yo,
yes, I have. I'm just gonna.
You have 2.5 more years of what you said? You trying to have another one?
Fertility. No. I mean.
Oh my goodness! Yes, do it. I can't think like that.
No, but it's true what you said earlier about going back to the basics, or not the basics, but the old school type of way of flirting, or or just being going out on dates and stuff like that. Even man,
like everybody is so awkward that they're afraid to even break that wall. It's like, how do you talk to anybody? And nobody knows how to talk to each other. Everybody's scared as fuck, I mean, I'm scared as fuck.
And nowadays with all these apps and stuff like that, it's so easy it's just so, like, I don't know, so basic, with all these swipe left, swipe right, and there you go.
Yeah.
Your next match, and it's unusual now to just meet somebody and be like, and just click.
To me, it's so awkward, man. I tried that, that Facebook dating and stuff. Like talking to somebody that you've never met. Like why?
Talking to somebody that you never met. Wow.
But I mean, don't you do that? Don't you do that when you go to a bar or you go?
But they're right in front of me. I'm not gonna hop on my phone or a computer.
Oh, you're talking about the physical.
Okay. Yeah.
That's just weird. Like, I don't fucking know you, lady.
People get more comfortable like that.
Yeah, because they're pussies. I'm gonna put up a picture of me 13 years ago when I was 30 pounds lighter.
Oh no.
And it's like, man, I'm not. God bless you. I mean, everybody deserves the right to be happy, but I ain't trying to date no hippopotamus. You know what I'm saying?
I just put my emoji face of the one that you create on Apple. Put that up there. That was it.
Yeah. Now, I'm talking a lot of shit. I'm not on there as much, but I think the picture I have on there is the one at your son's wedding when I was like 20 pounds lighter. And
I mean, that was only 2 years ago. I don't know if you were 20 pounds lighter then.
No, man, maybe like 10 pounds lighter, but still, I mean, you just need it in the cheeks. No.
You can notice it in my face. I
got this going on. I don't know what that is.
You don't?
Man. Well, I mean, I know what that is. I want it to go away.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got in that straw right there?
Yeah.
That's what that.
Kahlua and chocolate milkshake.
No. Actually, this is just regular. It's regular milkshake.
Vanilla?
Chocolate.
Speaking of chocolate, 8 years, 300 million Yankees. Are they gonna pull it off, or is somebody else gonna outbid them and trying to get this guy?
No,
8 years, 800 million for Aaron Judge.
No, 8 years, 300 million.
Oh,
damn, 800 million.
Not there yet.
Bro.
I thought the asking price was gonna be around 4 to 5, right?
No, he got offered 250, I think.
Yeah.
Before.
Mm-hmm.
And he said no, and then he had his badass year. Almost won everything, the whole cycle.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna have to give him 5.
No, that's too much. He's 30 already. He's like 29, 30.
Young Judge is not 30 years old already, bro. He's like 26.
How much you want to bet? I'll put a
Look it
Snickers doodle.
Look it up.
Snickers doodle.
Look it up. How about Juan? How about you be a judge of that?
He is 30. He's 30 years old.
He's 30 years old?
There's a reason why it's not 12-year contract
Yeah.
for that guy. He's old. Him and Mike Trout. Trout's like 2 years, 3 years younger than him.
Yeah.
Wasted career.
This guy got like a $400 million.
But it never won a chip because Otani, then that's another one. We need
Otani's going to get that $400 to $500 million. And what are we doing, bro? We should have played fucking baseball.
Huh?
No, I'm not that horrible at it, you know?
Who, you?
Yeah, man. If I would have stuck with it, I would have been pretty damn good.
Man, if they let you wear flip-flops, you probably would have been the best out there.
Is
Jordan flip-flop cleats.
Hey.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's pretty dope. That'll definitely sell in the Caribbean.
Hey, for the sand?
Yeah. Hey, stickball. Hey, you can play in flip-flops.
Yeah.
You won't make that much, but
I'm pretty sure you're gonna hurt yourself. But you know, you don't need to be a real athlete to play baseball.
And
I think with that deal, I think Yankees are really trying, you know, to keep him. You know, if they wouldn't have offered something like that, you know,
they had to. They had to. If they didn't, that would have looked so bad on the organization.
Yeah, that too.
Because he could potentially, like this year, again, we screwed up in the playoffs. It was a road to victories.
Yeah, but here's the thing about him.
It was such a tease this year, man. But next year,
yeah, man, it's a tease every year, man. Especially him, like you're gonna have that kind of regular season and just flame out in the playoffs. Like he had like one good game the entire season.
I mean, in my opinion, once you figure Judge out, you know where to pitch to him, man. It's kind of easy, but nobody's really figured it out. Like a couple pitchers have figured him out. Like, he's not hitting off certain pitches, man. And they did it in the playoffs, man. Even Stan had, you know, he came through. I think a little bit more than Judge.
Man, he looked like,
but it was barely.
He was already built when he got here. It looks like he just. I mean, he went Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, I've never seen a baseball player that big.
No,
he's huge, right? He's so
massive, bro. Like,
I even told my girl, I was like, babe, no, like I ain't, you know, I love you, right? But he's a stud. That guy's a stud. Look at that body.
Yeah.
Look at the way he bats, bro. Like, I'm not, but God bless him, man. He's just stacked. Like, he's just very well put together.
Maybe you can see
a handsome young man.
This is when he was. Let me see if you can see it. That's when he was in
Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was big back then, but now he's like,
man, pause.
It's just, you know.
He's solid. He's solid, man.
He's solid, bro. Like if I'm at a bar, he comes up to my girl, and while I'm in the restroom and I'm at the bar, you know, and he's macking on my girl, I'm gonna come out. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna try to fight you, dog.
I'm like, why?
I'm like, what you need? 100, 200?
Yeah.
Take it to the motel.
Look at me. Why would you do this to me? Look at
man,
me.
Come on, dog. Like if she, you know,
give me a chance. Just give me a chance.
Oh my God!
Man, first of all, before
what are we talking about?
I need you to sign this autograph. Then
a ball. Just give me like six games for free.
I'll be looking around for things to hit him with. I ain't gonna fight you. I'll fight you, big ass motherfucker. Nah.
That's too funny.
Knock my ass the fuck out.
So
just have her back by the morning. You know what I'm saying?
So who's your favorite rapper right now, Carlos? Like, who's your favorite rapper or artist? I'll say doesn't have to be what. Who's your
favorite artist?
Just right. No. Right now, just like who you listen to, or anybody, or who you listen to.
I don't know, man. I still listen to like old school Kendrick. No, I guess.
I just want like somebody.
You say
now,
Kendrick?
Like,
yeah, I still listen to Kendrick, especially like when I go for my little, you know, morning jogs or whatever. I put on Kendrick.
Jog.
Good Kid, Mad City.
You know. Jog. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he was to hit on your girl, what would you say? Your favorite
Kendrick?
artist that you listen to like right now, like heavy, you're
Well,
like.
he's little, man. I'll just DDT that little motherfucker.
Okay.
But Giancarlo Stanton, nah, I'm gonna fight him. I gotta cheat.
No, but y'all really listen to Kendrick and J. Cole. I can't listen to them. I can, but I like their
There's
music gets
certain
old for me
songs.
quick.
Like I can't go through a whole, I don't know, playlist of just Kendrick.
Yeah,
like,
it gets old too fast for me. Like
yeah.
Well, I
it's
think
timeless.
with J. Cole, I think that gets a little redundant because everything's like super political, you know.
But he's always saying the same thing. Like he's better. He created everybody. It's his flow. It's his song. Like he says the same thing.
Yeah,
But you know,
redundant.
I like J. Cole a little bit more than I do Kendrick. I just his flow.
Yeah.
I think he has a better delivery. I think Kendrick is just more. He has that street that I like. You know what I mean? I do like that. That he's more of a hood nigga than J. Cole is. Even though it's not. I mean, Kendrick is not a quote unquote gangster. You know what I mean? Because we grew up in that era, so those are a good transition to see those two come out.
Yeah.
Kind of create that bridge between one genre, one generation, and the next.
Speaking of bridges, real quick, not to cut you off, but 21 Savage and Nas. I don't know if y'all heard it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. I was like, what?
I don't like 21 Savage. I mean, I don't care for his music. I try to listen to it. He sounds very elementary and very basic.
There's certain songs that I'll listen to, but it's because he's featured with somebody else. Like I can't think of a whole album. But
this song, what he was saying on this song, I like him on this song. But Nas, he killed it.
Yeah,
they both killed. They both killed it. But
I mean, I think he had to step up too. Like you can't be on a song with Nas and not have some kind of delivery. Have some kind of message. So, and then especially after saying that he was
irrelevant.
That Nas was irrelevant, and then this song comes out, I'm like,
yeah, he know what he said it, and it's like he was talking shit, but it don't matter because the song came out, and when 21 Savage says something, I'm not gonna disrespect the veteran because I'm trying to be the next one in line or some shit. I don't know. He said something where he wants to be like, he'll never disrespect because he's trying to be.
See, my thing is, you hear a lot of this from rappers that are just not all that. You know what I mean? There's people just trying to get their name out, trying to create some fire. There's nothing. Man. Like 21, nobody has ever thought 21 Savage was a top tier rapper. That song he did with J. Cole a few years ago was dope. Why? Because it was probably the best feature on any track ever. And J. Cole's lyrics on that song was dope. Right? That made the song. Without that, the whole album would have flopped. But like similar to what Biggie did with Bone Thugs and Harmony, like you said, you want to track with somebody like that, you got to step your game up. And Biggie came out, and kind of switched the song.
He came out.
And dangerous sentiment again, bang with us. Straight up,
that's a classic.
Somebody can bang with us.
Yeah,
I was like, damn it, boy.
Everybody remembers that verse.
None of us knew Chris could rap like that. So
I just want to know if radio stations are actually playing this song.
I doubt it.
Radio and why don't they play Nas
new
radio?
Album. Yeah,
they don't play like like a single from him. They won't play it. Method Man's been dropped, and they never played his music.
So in New York, do they play it up there in New York, or is it? No,
they don't.
Well, I mean, they play different stuff. They play more like drill or whatever it's called, the fast rap, I guess.
Yeah, the drill.
They play. Bro, there's 94.7, the box or something, and they play all our generation, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s shit. That's all I listen to. Or I hear La Mega, or old like rock station, like to hear like Prince, Michael Jackson, like a pop station, or like Kiss or something. I don't even listen. Hot 97, Power 100, man, trash.
Because all the new
Ed Lover, bro. Ed Lover.
Yeah, you mentioned I know I listen to a lot of the older, style hip hop. Like you mentioned that La Mega, but for like Spanish and reggaeton, I'll listen to more of the newer stuff because they keep now they're like creating like
It's even better.
it's better.
It's almost like it's improving. But that's the thing. Like me, the difference between that and like in hip hop is, to me, I don't think hip hop is getting better. I think it's like leveling out now, and pretty soon it's gonna change its course again. So it goes. But you're right. I think reggaeton is getting better, but I still prefer like the old school.
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean,
There's
like,
really nothing whack. That's like,
and even like Mickey Woods, he's more of a hip hop artist and actual reggaeton. I mean, that's all that. I love that shit, man. Like, Spanish hip hop, Spanish trap is dope.
Yeah,
I mean,
with those, I put Eladio Carrion. If you haven't listened to Eladio, he's very good as far as the hip hop, like the Spanish, that hip hop and trap and bringing that mixture in. I think he's gonna do big things. He's been doing big things, but I'm like, even more into this market, on this side. We just saw that Bad Bunny for a third year in a row. He was one artist on Spotify, so and he keeps creating. Now Arcángel has a new album coming out that I think that's gonna be. I don't think there's gonna be like a lot of reggaeton beats. He said he's gonna do all trap, but I still think it's gonna be like hard, especially with the stuff that he's been coming out lately. And, I respect Arcángel a lot because he's one of those. He started his career and stuff like that, but at the same time he's pushed a lot of artists too. Like it wasn't all about himself. He's pushed a lot of artists, and I gotta respect that. Plus, he does have
that's cool.
Good flow.
Yeah, he's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But for Bad Bunny to come out with a trap album, that's where his roots. That's his roots. Like that.
Yeah, Bad Bunny.
So,
and he talked about coming out with the next album was gonna be mostly trap. Arcángel's gonna do one now that's coming out soon. That's gonna be trap. But I think Bad Bunny, after this, Un Verano Sin Ti, he said the next album is gonna be a trap album. So we'll see what kind of numbers it does compared to this, because this is.
It's not
Bad Bunny.
It's not
everybody's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, but it's not gonna do the numbers, because the reason he's making the money he's making right now is because he got the ladies, bro. That's what makes you the money.
This is gonna go so hard. This is probably gonna break the record of his last album.
You think so?
Man, look, man. When you're versatile like he is, like, and the way he just like he's in his own lane, bro. Right now, especially, it's like Eminem's first album. Then he switched to Marshall Mathers. He gave you some shady, but I like the Marshall Mathers better because he was really going in.
Yeah, he went hard. That's when he was on a lot of drugs.
That what?
That's when he was on a lot of drugs.
Oh yeah. No, but that first Marshall Mathers album was tough. The Eminem show.
Out of it. Eminem.
But yeah, man, like,
it was dope though.
Bad Bunny's gonna. In my opinion, I think, and I'm not. Like, I'm tired of Bad Bunny. I ain't gonna lie. They play his shit everywhere all day. I'm tired of shit. But I think his shit. I think this is gonna be the album where he shows another side of him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna when he starts rapping like Eminem does, like just going hard, like kind of like when Drake started rapping like hard instead of singing.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I was gonna. That's how I'm thinking right now.
I'm like you. I'm kind of tired of him. There's not a whole lot of Bad Bunny that I'd be bumping, because he's just. He targets a certain demographic that I don't fall into, right? But there are some songs here and there. The dude's super talented. He's a genius in his own right. Like, he's a genius. He's probably the smartest artist, of our generation.
I don't think that's smart. I don't know about that.
I just think
there's a lot of artists out there, bro. Yeah. No, but I know what you're saying, though.
Yeah, I just think he comes with a different flow and a different like you mentioned.
He just goes. He went from Puerto Rico Alpha went to DR, took his ass, and he spread that shit across the whole shit. Yo, then he just putting so much shit on, man. It's back and forth between other
Yeah, the
countries.
dude is worldwide. The dude
He's
is
on English artist shit. He's
selling out football stadiums. You know what I'm saying? Not the AT&T Center. You know what I mean? Like he's selling out football.
Alamo Dome.
He's selling out the Alamo Dome.
Yeah.
Like, God damn it, boy! Like you're making money, and you're getting 90% of the profits. Man, he pulled a Master P on him.
Yeah, man. That's no. I don't even see how he pulled that off.
No, hey, he built his own label after he got out with Lu Yang, DJ Lu Yang. After he got out of that contract, he just did his own label. He did his own thing, so that way he could benefit out of everything.
Yeah, that's how Master P got rich, because Master P didn't sell so many records to make the money that he made. He was making 70% of every, you know what I mean? Of every,
you know why? But think about it. Master P is different because Master P took it. Like it's just me. I have I already got 3 artists, my brothers and my cousin, right? So I want everybody else I put on. Said, look, I want to put you on. You can be on my level. You're gonna sell because I'm selling right now. I'm high. I want to bring everybody on my label. Everybody that he signed, they did because it was a no limit thing. They did well because it was all no limit. That's all because of him. It ain't because of art. Every one of those artists on there were one album deals, and he made tons of money off them, bro. Yeah. And they all sucked. There's not one no limit person that you can say is relevant in the last 20 years.
That's true. They maybe had one good song there that people would bump, but it wasn't
Master P was the best one on a horrible rapping like all the new limit, I don't get it. Kane and Abel, all them guys. They had good songs. They could make a hit.
Yeah, they had good production. It was catchy.
C Murder.
I remember when they put on Mystical for a little while.
Dude, that's another thing that bothers me. Mystical been arrested twice right now for rape, and they've been playing the shit out of his music, talking about free him. But R. Kelly's getting fucking. He didn't rape nobody. He just held them without the shit. But at the same time, it's still the same shit.
Yeah.
Why don't they play R. Kelly shit?
Yeah, I mean that's double standard. You know what I mean? They pick and choose who they want to use.
No.
You know what I mean?
That's who they want to. I separate the artist from the art because I still love R. Kelly, bro.
The other day I was listening to the Trapped in the Closet. Trapped in the Closet.
What are you saying? What are you saying? You want to come out on this live?
No, man.
Are we live?
That whole series, man. That whole series, that Trapped in the Closet, like that shit was like.
Bro, we were waiting. Remember the show?
Yeah.
Friday.
What's the next episode? The next episode. What's gonna happen?
Part 7 coming out.
Yeah. Yo. Where did this guy come from?
Yeah, the show was fire, man. It was
fire. But that's what
he was saying. You know,
separate the artist from where.
Somebody should have said something years ago. You're gonna wait 25 years later. Oh yeah, R. Kelly's a sicko. Well, no shit. Thank you for telling me now. 25 years later, he's been peeing and and taking advantage of young girls for 30 years.
They had a video of that dude pissing on that girl. They said it was 14.
Yeah,
he
did some rowdy shit. But I like to separate the art from the artist.
It's hard. It's hard, R. Kelly. It's hard, because all his music, all of it.
He fucked up, so I really don't give a shit. He got to do the time, man. Did the crime.
Yeah, that's true.
Should have handled it better.
Which brings me to something that me and Nose were kind of going back and forth earlier about the whole Will Smith thing. With him kind of sort of apologizing, but not really apologizing for his actions. I don't know.
At this about the Trevor Noah episode?
Yeah, the Trevor Noah episode. Will Smith came out, kind of apologizing, but it didn't seem. To me, it seemed he was making a lot of excuses for what he did, and not really. I didn't see a sincere apology. From I don't know. I know people go through things. And a lot of shit goes through people's head. But a lot of times you don't act on that.
But
It's not that he didn't sound genuine because he did. He just didn't sound contrite. He came right out the gate. I just want to say the first thing I want to say is that you never know what somebody's going through. Well, no shit, Sherlock. But but like that should have been the first thing you said. If it would have led up to it somewhere down the line and kind of said, "Hey, my bad," like I was fucked up, and I said, "No, he didn't." I don't necessarily think I heard him say that at all.
Yeah.
So,
he was just
I don't know if you guys saw this, but it came out a while ago. I just showed it to my girl, and it's old footage from like the '60s or something, where they did the exact same thing that Will Smith did. Now, I personally, after watching that, think it was a skit, and he accidentally hit him for real, and shit went out of hand, and they didn't know how to back up from it. Because there's no way in hell you're gonna tell me that same exact line that he said in the show. He said it almost word for word in real life.
I saw that. So you think it was supposed to be a skit?
So what are the odds of that shit happening the exact same way at an award show, Carlos? Think about that. What sense does it make?
So what you're saying is that it was planned to be a skit, right?
Yes.
But he got in his feels and fucking,
No. You didn't see everybody who's watching, go check it out. Put Will Smith slap old footage or something like that, or a movie or trailer, whatever it is. Just look it up. Look on your phones right now. We can edit this part out.
I think I've seen the footage.
No, but really look at it, because I'm telling you, bro. There's no way in hell this is an accidental. Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth. Well, almost word for word, Carlos, in the exact same way. Watch this shit, and you tell me there's no way you're reenacting history. Like it's just all of the same scenario types.
But
I know he's a good actor. I don't think he's that good of an actor.
Neither one of them are.
Yeah.
But he's still a great actor, but he's not top tier. I mean, he is top tier, but I'm saying
no. But I'm saying that he's not. I don't think he's that good of an actor, because you're looking at through the television set. I mean, I'm looking at his face, and that dude. That something was going on upstairs, man, and I don't think that had anything to do with any kind of.
Watch what I just told you to watch, and I'm telling you, and you tell me what you think. There's no way it can happen in the '70s, and it happened exactly the same way on national TV. I think it just went too far. I think he really hit him or something to make it stick like that, because it just doesn't make sense to me. I could be wrong. This is my own opinion.
At the end of the day, what's the benefit? Like what?
I don't know. I'm not. Like I said, this is just my opinion. If I'm wrong, but it's just the way I see it. There's no way in hell this shit could be.
Yeah, unless it was purposely done to kind of bring Chris Rock's career back to life a little bit.
Make jokes.
At the time, Chris Rock was on tour, and his shit did sell out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the only one that really benefited from that, not Will Smith. Yep. So. Definitely not Will.
But the thing, even then,
for me.
Because I went to the Chris Rock show. This happened. Yeah, this happened around March, April timeframe. The slap happened around that timeframe. Me and Bug went to his show in Vegas in May. And he didn't really say anything. He was like, it looks worse than what it was. It looked worse than what it was, and that was it. Yeah.
I mean,
let me tell you.
Hey, man, I love you both to death, man, and y'all are my friends. Chris Rock and Will have a history of friendship, and don't slap me in the face. It ain't gonna look worse than it is. It's not good. Don't be slapping people in the face. I can't walk up to Eric and slap him in the face.
No, but that's
you're not gonna like that.
I think it just went south, man. I think because it doesn't make sense.
So you think there was a purpose behind it, but somewhere it went wrong.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It just don't make sense to me how something from a show before, same situation, same content.
Yeah. Okay. Well, look this up. Look up somebody dropping some frozen peas at a barbershop. See if that's happened before.
Hey, seen it on Hitch. with Will Smith. Check it out, ladies and gentlemen. That's
Hey, you know what? Hey, if I get slapped, it's your fault.
Or if you get some allergic reaction, and then you got to use those
Allergic reaction to the
frozen
peas.
peas to like.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's too funny. I know we don't watch soccer that much, or
Oh no, hold on. We can talk about some FIFA. Let's talk about Portugal. They're in the next round. They play Friday at 10 in the morning. Today though, I watched Mexico. It was a hard break, bro. I don't know if you guys watched the game, but all that work was.
I was in and out of the game, and
They needed 3 points to beat Poland, who lost to Argentina. But because Poland and Mexico, I guess Poland had more goals than them, they had to score 3. They scored their third goal, but the guy was offside. So it took it back and only made it 2-0. And then if Saudi Arabia was a score, that already throws them out the thing too.
Right.
So what happens at the end of the game? They score. Saudi score. And so now it's 2-1. It's over with. Now they really can't advance. They got eliminated. Crazy game. This is the first time I'm kind of invested in. I'm not fully invested yet, but I'm kind of.
Well, no, because the Mexican team was pretty damn good. They're
very good.
Pretty far, so.
Yeah, but it was good, and so I'm looking forward to seeing Portugal. We play South Korea. I think it's South Korea, but I think the next stop it's gonna be tough, man. But we'll see. I don't know. I'm excited. USA won.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's
So did Portugal make it in the 16?
Yeah, they advanced to the next round. So that's the one that's Friday at 10 in the morning. I shall be checking that out.
Nice.
So, and also I'm about to start watching this shit. It's FIFA censored on Netflix or some shit. Something about corruption of the FIFA and how powerful these guys were. Man, these guys were powerful. They sat with presidents and kings and queens, for a soccer game, bro.
Kings and queens and shit.
And that's what I worry about. Ronaldo signing this big ass $200 and something million deal with Saudi Arabia or something like that.
Oh yeah,
that's I don't know.
Did he sign?
No, not yet. But
he probably won't then.
Yeah, they're offering him a lot of money to go play over there. I'm like,
he's the only, he's like the third richest athlete, and it's LeBron and I forget who's number 1.
Yeah.
They're billionaires. LeBron's a billionaire, bro. Billionaire, and then this guy's right there behind him.
You saw what the Saudis did with the Live tournament. Bringing all those golfers over there. They're trying to do something over there, man. Like they got money.
Yeah,
they got money. But they've always had money, and for them all of a sudden, hey, we're gonna start our own golf tournament. Hey, we're gonna start signing.
Even the annual WWE's been going there annually now because they're offering them all this money just for that one event, and so that's why all of a sudden you see the Brock Lesnar's and the Undertakers and the Kanes
over there.
They come out for one pay-per-view, and it's because they're getting paid, a few million just per person.
UFC has been sort of Dana White's been going out there the last couple of years. So I mean, it just started recently. So I'm not sure if the relationship between them and the rest of the world is getting better, or they're just starting, they're starting to flex a little bit, which shit. I mean, you got the money, do it.
Yeah. But we'll leave it at that because we don't want to get in trouble with it.
Right.
Someone's at the door.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't have to drop some frozen peas on the floor to get what they want.
No. That's funny. Yeah, man, but that FIFA shit, that's crazy. And how they picked who's gonna get it. And supposedly, when Saudi Arabia or Qatar, whoever the people that built it, there was only like 500 people that died building that shit. Like nothing. They just replaced it. They're not even doing anything about it. They just have it. No, they don't care. Like that's just crazy. Yo, fucking Saudi Arabia threatening their fucking players if they don't win or do certain things in the game and shit. Iran,
Yeah,
people dying in Iran over this
yeah.
FIFA stuff, man.
Yeah, I used to hear about the Olympics. You know, if they, certain countries, if they didn't come back with like, a medal or whatever.
Colombia, bro.
Yeah.
Remember Escobar, man? Yo, he had the dude killed for scoring the wrong goal or some shit like that.
Damn.
To him and his family. A soccer game.
A soccer game.
That's deep.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's why I don't play soccer.
Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah,
That's
why.
Soccer's fun.
That ain't because you can't wear chanclas while you're playing soccer. So,
hey man,
steel toe chanclas. What's up?
man, you don't gotta put my business out there like that.
Too late.
Steel toes. Just have the big toe covered. Steel toe. Steel toe.
That's the
toe
power.
drip.
Toe drip. You can paint them. Washable paints.
Yeah. It was my daughter.
Yeah, speaking of girls, how about them Cowboys, man? You guys on a roll, bro.
Yeah. Hey, we're doing well, but we do this every year. I mean, it looks different this year because of my.
Why are you so modest? Why are you not the average Cowgirls fan?
Right.
I just want to know, like, why are you so?
Why aren't you saying this year?
Why ain't you saying Super Bowl?
No, man, because I've seen it year after year.
This is our year. This is our year.
Yeah, I know. I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking that, but I ain't gonna say that. I gotta keep my feet.
You don't want to jinx it, right? You don't want to jinx it.
No, but not only that, like you gotta keep your feet on the ground. You don't want to set yourself for failure every year.
So that,
you know what I mean?
Speaking of failure, you think you're gonna get OBJ?
Yeah. I mean, even if we do get him, he's not going to play right away. He's probably not going to be healthy till like the last game of the season.
But he did that kind of with the. Didn't he do that with the Rams last year?
Yeah, but he came in mid-season last year, and he came in and lit everybody the fuck up. Remember, he wasn't doing shit in fucking Cleveland.
That's what I'm saying.
He was there for like 2-3 years and did fucking absolutely nothing.
And that's the thing. Like y'all have something right now that's working. Like I could.
Yeah.
Working. Do you want to bring?
I'm having deja vu. That's all I'm gonna say. I've seen this movie before. I know how this ends.
Yeah.
I'm being dead serious. Like y'all, what was it? The last time you made the playoffs was what? Like 2-3 years ago?
Yeah, we got Amari Cooper mid-season.
Right? You got like 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
No, we made it last year, but the first time we won a playoff game is when we traded for Amari mid-season, and all of a sudden Dak Prescott.
Was that the year before though, or the year before?
No, 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I think that was when it was. You guys were doing outstanding. Your schedule was weak as hell, and y'all were doing good. I thought it was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, I'm gonna win this year. I gotta hear this shit, man. Then all of a sudden, it never fails, like Stephen A. Smith says, bro. It never fails. And it happened. You guys lost, and it was so great. That was
here's my thing, man.
That's like, what this year reminds me of. I think y'all gonna do good. You might win your first one, but man, y'all gonna lose, and it's gonna feel so good.
I think the only thing that's different about our team this year is the defense. Like we've never really had a defense like that in quite a long time. Michael Parsons is something different. It's not.
Yeah, I've had defense before,
but we have never had a player like Michael Parsons, man. Like the star of the team is not Dak Prescott; it's Michael Parsons. You know what I mean? We've never had a non-quarterback be the star of the star. You know what I mean? So now it's taking a lot of pressure off of Dak to try to, because Dak and him and the offensive coordinator are like best friends, and they get a little bit too happy and start throwing the ball over the place, and that's when we lose. You know what I mean? You want to keep his attempts down, run the ball, and let Michael Parsons pin his ears back and wreck the game for you. As long as we keep doing that, we'll do. I don't know if it's enough to beat a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl if we potentially get there. And of course, in the NFC, the Eagles, they look pretty damn good, man. I'm gonna be honest here. I've watched pretty much every game that they played this year, and fuck, dog.
They look good.
Really good.
But bro, they haven't played nobody. Y'all have the same schedule.
No,
they haven't even played.
They haven't played nobody. But still,
they played like 2 good teams so far. I think above
but
500.
still, man, they still look really good. We'll see when it comes.
No. They are. They're winning. There's nothing. You play 17 NFL teams and have the same potential.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm not taking that from. I'm just saying, record-wise, they played, and just like you guys are playing the same schedule, they have an easy schedule, especially those first 7-8 games.
We'll see. New Year's Eve, we play them on New Year's Eve, and we'll see.
Yeah. But
on New Year's Eve, really?
On New Year's Eve, on the 1st? Oh, I mean, on the 31st.
On the 24th.
That's Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve.
I'm sorry, Christmas Eve.
I'm like New Year's Eve.
That's what I was saying. They have football.
No, I am going to open a nice bottle on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, just to keep keep the alcohol consumption, the holidays, and special events.
You're gonna open a nice bottle of New Year's Eve on Christmas Eve?
No, open a nice bottle of something.
Just like speaking of OBJ, so what happened to him in the airport or in the plane?
The guy probably popped a couple Ambien trying to knock out and said, I'm not putting my seatbelt on.
Yeah, I
haven't read the story. I just saw it was
all they started reporting was that they were trying to get him out of the plane because the plane had already landed and he was like in and out of conscious, but they called security and stuff like that, but eventually he got up and walked out. But I guess
he wasn't in coach, was he? I hope he was at least first class, man.
Oh, I don't know. I think he was. Yeah, he wasn't. Coach, I don't know. Maybe first class. But yeah, he looks like he probably just popped something to keep him asleep.
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it was something that's a sleep aid or something. While he was playing.
You know how media is. They blow it up to be something bigger. So
yeah. I mean, it's a 6-hour flight from where he was going, so he just probably.
Yeah, he was going from LA to New York. He went over Dallas. That's why he's going to meet with the Giants.
Yeah, I don't think that's the big deal at all. He just knocked the fuck out. They don't want to put on the seatbelt.
So what if he goes to the Giants, Carlos? What's up then?
The Giants ain't going nowhere, so I don't care. Like at this point, I would like OBJ because our receiving core is but we don't really need him. It might.
You're right, but I got something even better though. What if he went to the Jets and we won the freaking Super Bowl? How about that?
I mean, that's for you. I'm sure you'd like that.
Oh man, Mike White, OBJ, connection, and then Wilson on the other side, bro.
Yeah, you think Mike White? Right, you think Mike White is the answer? I mean,
I think Dick Brown is the answer. Anybody but Zach Wilson, bro.
Zach Wilson's bad.
He's horrible. And he proved it last game. Although, 2 games ago, he's just throwing it out of bounds for no reason.
Yeah,
throwing it out of bounds. Throwing the ball, oh, you guys suck. Throw it over here. Get Zach Wilson out of it. He's trash. Mike White he's proved time and time again. In the he might not be Tom Brady coming off the bench, but I guarantee you he'll help us win a little better. And the players like him, and they're going with it.
I understand if your team is playing horrible and you're having 400 yards every game and y'all are still losing, and then they ask you, hey man, do you think you let your team down? You say no, because you probably didn't. But he played all year. He's the worst quarterback in the NFL, but all year he has. And then they ask you a simple question, you're like, no,
it was my fault.
It wasn't me.
Yeah.
Yes, it was you.
Yo,
you don't see it.
He kept it. The defense last game before we won our last game, the defense was on the they were on the field for I think 14 out of the 15 minutes in the last quarter.
Yeah, bro. And they're still holding to 3 points with fucking 5 minutes left. You can't. It's definitely not the defense's fault.
It's absolutely not. That's what I'm saying. The defense was out there, and he's gonna say no.
He just said no with a straight face, bro. No.
And he's like, no. Just walked off. It's like, yo.
Like, man,
I heard that shit. I was like, I hope they roast his. I hope they get on him. But if nobody brings this up, this is fucked up.
yeah,
And
man.
if they would have started him again, bro, I don't know what it takes for these guys to see that this guy's not it.
You gotta let this guy go. I mean,
Mike
he
White has proved
he
time and
did.
time again, bro, that he can do this.
he did one good thing in his entire career. And that's before he got drafted, by sleeping with his mom's best friend. That's the only thing he's done good in his whole career.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's it. That's it. Everything else is a fail.
She probably had frozen corn.
Right? Probably. Is that what it was?
More expensive than frozen peas.
Legs.
Speaking of frozen, so so scientists keep discovering all
Oh
these weird
Lord
shit.
Jesus.
There was an article about a zombie. Hold on,
A zombie virus.
a zombie
But
virus.
it's not technically about turning us into zombies. It's awakening a virus that's been dead. And that's why they're calling it a zombie
reviving
virus.
so French scientists have sparked fear of another pandemic after reviving a zombie virus that's been trapped under a frozen lake in Russia for
Leave it alone.
years. Why?
Yeah, well, but look,
Just
here's
leave,
the thing,
leave
though.
shit alone. Just
you
leave
know,
shit alone.
it's gonna end up in a lab somewhere. And here we go.
Okay, well, no, repeat the beginning of that sentence, right? Blah, blah, blah. French scientist. That's an oxymoron. That don't exist.
Oh, it does.
Come on,
And
man.
it does, and they found it, bro.
Yeah, right. Good job. Good
I
job.
don't know what, like, oh shit, a virus. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's
Very
take it
goosebumps.
let's take it back to the lab in America and hope it doesn't get airborne. We dumping in the water.
Yeah.
No, keep that shit up there. Leave that shit up there. Those people
But
that are
miss
working
you.
on that shit, when it's time for discharge, say, all right, like Men in Black, you know how Men in
Yeah.
Black shines up? Nah, fuck that. Put a cap in the
Yeah.
shoot him
Put
in
it
the
back
head.
in there. Yep.
Can't take this back with you, buddy.
Nope. Just leave it there.
But miss you. We have the virus on me.
Hey, man, they don't talk like that. You ever watch Puerto Ricans in Paris? Garçon.
Gaston.
That was one of the worst movies ever made, man.
I
Oh,
know.
it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible, bro.
And we just watched it because it was Puerto Ricans.
Puerto Rican.
Yeah, no, I literally had to like watch it like 30 minutes every other year. You know, I couldn't take it.
It took you that long, huh?
It took me like 3 years to finally finish that movie. Yeah, it was bad. I think it was the most horrible depiction or interpretation of our race and how we would act.
No, but it wasn't Puerto Ricans from the island. It was New Yorkers.
It was there.
Right. That's you though.
Everybody's favorite.
Yeah.
Like Puerto Ricans from the island hardly get represented. It's always the New Yorkers. In movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Puerto Ricans and Raw, like, have you seen the Wednesday series with?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
That was
Just got
fucking
finished.
sick, man.
It was pretty good. Kind of weird,
I
but
haven't watching completely. So no spoilers, but yeah.
I'm on episode. I watched 6 episodes last night, which is why I'm so tired today.
So you guys remember the old Addams Family?
Mm-hmm.
Like not the very first one, but like the one that came out in the 90s or early 2000s.
With Raul Julia?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah, but with the girl that played Wednesday.
Yeah.
She's
in the show.
She's in the. You know which one she is?
Yeah,
she's the teacher.
The normie.
Okay. The one with the big glasses, right?
Yeah.
Didn't know that shit until I kept looking. I'm like, yo, because I saw her face as a cast member. I'm like, well, which one is she?
Yeah.
But I like episode 7. I was like, oh no shit, that's her. Like right
Yeah.
there.
I just remember her being chained naked in Black Snake Moan and boobs bouncing everywhere. You know, so
Is that the one with Samuel L. Jackson?
Yeah.
That was her?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a great movie.
Mississippi Burning. What is it?
No, Black Snake Moan.
Oh, Black Thing. Yeah, I did see that.
Black
Yeah,
Snake
I love
Moan.
that.
Yeah.
Okay.
It really was a good movie, not just because it was nudity, because obviously that's
No.
great. But
So they got our boy Luis Guzman on there as
yeah. You know, and I'm never the biggest fan of Luis Guzman unless it's a comedy. Him in serious, it's hard for me to see him in serious roles because he's not a serious actor, like, or person. Like, there's never been a Luis Guzman interview where he's like serious. You know what I mean? So
I like him because he makes me look skinny. His stomach is. Oh, when he was in the orange jumpsuit in the Adams or Wednesday, whatever that shit's called.
yeah,
oh
no, that
God.
thing was like, wow. Wow.
That's like a 70-pound tumor right there.
Yeah,
Cut that
that's
shit
pretty
off.
good. And he gets to kiss Catherine Zeta-Jones. Man, he's doing good in life.
That's what I was telling my girl. I was like, yo, Catherine Zeta-Jones, she's an old school actress too.
She's like 60,
came out in the 90s.
dog.
Yeah.
He's like 60. I'm still. You know what? I will throw fresh peas.
Hey man, you got to go to old school bars and clubs, and just when you start doing your hair now, start training it to go to the side and get like a hard part, and just shave your. Well, you have that Stephen A. mustache. I see. Just rock that. Yeah, keep doing it. Yeah, keep the go, but just comb your hair to the side and do a part, man. Start doing that, man. See how many chicks you can pick up.
Yeah, try something different.
Trying different, bro. It works. They like that part, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, maybe what you think you like, you know, it's different.
Can I just do the part without combing my hair to the side? I mean,
no, you gotta comb it to the side. You gotta give it that side look, bro.
I can't comb this to the side. It doesn't move to the side.
It does, bro. You just gotta. Does it go down?
That's it. I mean, the sheet.
Yo.
I'm getting a little bit personal there. No, but yeah, I don't. You can't brush this to the side, bro.
Bro, you need that hook on top, bro.
Nah, I think I'll stick with the classics. You know, sandals.
Carlos, you've had that same haircut for the last 32 years, and you're 38.
Funny. Let's see. Green Ranger.
Yo, I salute. But I'm confused, bro. Like, when the hell did the Power Rangers came out? Because I don't remember them coming out when I was like
90s. Came out
when?
mid 90s.
Like early 90s, like 92, 91.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was never.
I
wasn't that into it, but I know it come on. And, you know,
I'm thinking it came out like at 96, 97 when I was little, like in my 16, 17. I never liked it. I was like, I never watched that shit, man. I never got into it.
I wasn't too big on it either. I was more of a Thundercats, you know, He-Man, G.I. Joe.
Yeah, that's earlier. Actually, look, 93. 93 was when the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
I was like 14 years old.
Yeah.
What? Damn. I guess I don't know. Like that's too old to watch that shit, right? Is that a good age?
I don't know.
I'm just thinking because I'm like, usually when I was into shit, I was like heavy, like, but I'm like, 11, 12.
You're never too old to watch. I mean, I was like 25, still playing with action figures, and I did just fine.
Absolutely not, Carlos. You know you're a damn lie.
What? I mean, okay, you said 25, but when was that age that you felt like, okay, now I'm like too old to be playing with
I was like 11, 12, 10, 11, 25.
Okay, you gonna stick with that?
I think mine was like 11, 10, 11, 12. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. I think I was around 12.
Something has to take its place. You got to think about it. You're going through puberty. You let go of the toys, right?
Females.
And then you bring on the females. You know what I mean? Because if you got a girl in the first time you get a girl in the room and she sees all the GI Joes, right? And that you got like in a little bucket in your closet, you know. Oh, I like this shirt, Carlos. What's that? Those are my GI Joes, bitch. What you think it looks like? You know, she might not like that.
But yeah, that's like 40-year-old version, Rip, right there. Like, you serious right now? Like, even if I had toys,
open your closet. Open your closet. I want to see what you got.
I had all my toys.
You want to open? You want me to show you?
Yeah.
Bro,
you probably still have those action figures.
I would have all that shit standing up. Like, if I met somebody, we went to my house, but she didn't like it, man, you could bounce.
Yeah.
That's like collecting. My dad gave all my shit away. I'm talking about anywhere from GI Joes to Care Bear figures and Ninja Turtles, bro.
Yo, I had the
Ninja Turtles, bro.
I had the whole
He-Man.
He-Man.
I had.
Remember that cartoon Cops?
Cops.
Yeah.
Cops. The cartoon, had that
crazy. They're all like cyborgs. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Bro.
Yeah.
My dad, I had a box full of all the Source magazines when Biggie died, when Pac died, this, that, the 5 mics, 9 shit. Yo, Dad threw all that shit out.
Yeah.
My old Charlotte Hornets bomber starter jacket, OG. I had the Redskins and the Charlotte. Gone. He threw it out. My Game Boy.
Well, what? I mean, why did he throw it out?
Because he doesn't. If it's not his, you don't want it in the house. He's like, yo, take the shit. I'm gonna give it away.
No, you would have given it to me. I would have taken it.
A Game Boy, Nintendo. He gave his turntables away. Or he sold it. I don't know. But I wanted all that shit, man. I was like, fuck.
And now here we are trying to look for these like
classics,
and trying to now recollect them and stuff like that.
So,
what's a classic? Okay, I got a question. What's a classic movie that everybody talks about that you haven't seen?
No such thing.
There it is.
You've seen all classic movies.
I think I've seen like every movie ever made, probably.
Breakback Mountain, Bareback.
I have not seen Brokeback Mountain.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I tried to watch
it. Moonlight. No, never seen. Magic Mike. Never seen it.
Yeah, I never seen Magic Mike either.
I've never seen that one either.
Yeah, I never seen that one.
That new one I want to check out. Though.
You know what's one movie that's like, and it came to my mind because now we're going into the Christmas time frame, and I might have seen it, but I don't remember clearly. Is Die Hard? I'm not sure.
You've never seen Die Hard?
Yeah, I'm not sure if in its entirety have I seen.
Which one?
Die
the
Hard.
Very first one?
The first one? Maybe it's because when I watched it, it was in Spanish. It was dubbed in Spanish, so it wasn't the same. It wasn't the same feel,
Yeah, I got you.
So you haven't caught it on cable, like just like on a random day.
I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I'm not sure if I've seen like in its.
Yeah, we'll get ready because
I catch it from time to time. Like, yeah, come on.
Christmas week they're gonna play it like 1 week.
Oh yeah, no, it's a Christmas classic. That's what I was thinking about. Like, Christmas classics.
Wait a minute. Or is it a Christmas classic?
It is a Christmas. Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
So I've heard this on the radio every year. Like I've been listening to talk radio sometimes, and this is one of the big debates, man. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
Yes, it is.
Why?
Because it's one of the best memories I've had during Christmas.
I agree with you 100%.
I love the movie.
And it was wintertime. It was Christmas.
Party.
Actually, there was parties going on. People.
Party also. At the end of the movie, they start playing Christmas music at the end of the movie. You know what I mean? Like that's how things out. You know what I mean? So like they want to have, they're trying to put you in that, in that setting. You know what I mean? Like, hey, it's Christmas time. So there's a difference between a movie that happens, during Christmas time. There's a movie that's actually for Christmas time. It's like,
yeah. So
So
what do you think about part 2?
I like them all. I mean, the Samuel L. Jackson with
Part
the jugs
3?
of water,
Oh,
that one was dope. I still,
That's probably
yeah,
my
that was
favorite.
great. I mean,
It had very action packed.
I was talking about that riddle at school for like months. Like, hey
That was a
man, you
good
got
one.
some gallons of water? Let's go try that trick. You know what I mean? That was pretty cool.
Crazy.
All of them were good. That new one that came out a couple years ago was pretty dope too. It was not bad at all.
Oh, with his son?
The one with his son? Yeah, I saw that.
That was pretty good. It was just like everything's made. It's not made with the same, I guess, cinematography
Yeah.
that the old ones. So it's kind of like, it's like, yeah. But I get it. It's like you want the nostalgia back. Like you want that old thing.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's the same, but it's not the same. You know.
Yeah.
But it was a good movie though.
And that's kind of like how I felt with Expandables, where like getting all these like stars like from back in the day back. It was like, but it wasn't like, you know.
Expendables, bro.
So
the Expendables.
Yeah.
No, the first one was good.
The first one was good, but everything after that was good.
I think the second one was alright, but then didn't have like 5 parts or some shit. It was pretty good, but then it got like too much. Like, goddamn, you brought
you're doing too much right there.
You brought such and such back from like this motherfucker had acted in 32 years and he was popular for being on such and such movie, and this fool comes out. He had everybody that fought in movie. That was a weird movie. It's like he made an all-star movie. Like, that shit was dope. Though. I like the first one anyway.
All the great action actors from the 80s and 90s.
Right, from the 80s, yeah.
Was Steven Seagal in that thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Steven Seagal was one of them,
yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme and
Van Damme, all of them, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My last question. Favorite, now that we're in the Christmas, favorite Christmas movie?
Wow. I've never been
asked that question before. I want to say Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Oh, no, I can't go Home Alone. I got to go fucking Chevy Chase, bro.
National Lampoon.
National Lampoon. Good one. Good one.
Yeah, I think
that's like one of my favorite. Like I could watch that shit. Yeah. Like I love that one and all the Christmas Vacation movies. That shit,
especially as a kid, like you imagine yourself like
Wally World,
that whole environment, you know.
Yeah, man, that's a childhood movie of mine. I love National Lampoon shit, man.
Yeah, they were good.
But Christmas, Chevy Chase was a good actor to me. I don't know why. My dad.
He was really good. He was really good.
I don't know if you guys seen Fletch. That's a good
Fletch,
movie.
Yeah, like, Fletch Lives.
Fletch Lives. A good '80s flicks, man. And
they remade it.
I forgot the one he did with Tupac.
That was with what's his name?
Demi Moore.
It was Dan Aykroyd.
Demi Moore. Tupac. It was Digital Underground.
Digital Underground, yeah.
And I forgot the name of that movie, but that was all those movies, man.
Yeah, Elf was mine.
I just watched that like 2 days ago. It was funny.
Yeah. It's like now, like every year, I can watch it. You know?
I have a channel that's 24 hours, 7 days a week. Elf, like it goes from first episode all the way to the last.
No, Elf. By,
I didn't say Elf.
No.
Definitely not a Christmas show.
But that is a classic. Elf is a classic, though.
I just find it funny that these aliens come down with Brooklyn accents.
From Elf? What are you talking about? Sam, I'm eating here.
I'm eating here.
Oh shit! Yo, I remember one time, like when we went to Puerto Rico. This was when I was like 7, 8 years old, whatever. My our family had a get together, whatever. So I'm just sitting there, and so I end up making everybody drink. So everybody's giving me tips. So I end up getting like the next day, they're giving me quarters and shit. Like, so I had like $10 in quarters. So I went to Walmart in Puerto Rico somewhere. I got an Alf book with the tape. You know, I had the Audible.
Yeah, Audible book.
And read it with it. I remember like I got that shit, and my parents, everybody left me in the car by myself while I listened to that tape over and over while they went somewhere. I don't know where the fuck they went.
They left you in the car.
But I was listening to Alf and reading the book, and I didn't even know how to read probably at the time.
Nice.
Alf, that was my Puerto Rico experience. That's one of the things I remember. I got Alf in Puerto Rico.
Oh
The
man.
book.
Nice.
Elf was a good movie though. Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell did. Yeah.
See now we gotta look through Alf episodes to see if there's a Christmas one.
Alf or Elf?
Alf.
No, I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Those people in the airport, man, I'm like, that's a shitty fucking job.
The TSA.
Yeah, I mean, in general.
I'll do TSA. I ain't gonna lie. I'll do TSA.
Man, I can't do that, man.
I don't know. Everywhere you go, you got to deal with people, but you know.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. And you do, man. You gotta shrug it. Look, this is their job. They've been through a lot.
Yeah.
They talked to 1 billion people in one day, bro. It's like you gotta, hey man, give the dog a bone, man. Sometimes you gotta lay it down, bro.
God bless him, but I can't.
I would do it. Because I know that shit. Look, there's certain shifts, and I know the time like 4 to like 12, this, that, and then there's like 3 shifts, whatever. Man, you find the right shift, man. You just cool it, man. That's easy money.
And it's the same thing, bro. And it's the same thing every day, yeah. Hey.
Same shit. You just gotta deal. Just know, hey, man. Make this shit as fun as possible.
Take your hats and shoes off. Put it in.
Sending my boys Mike and Jay off with their grandmother to Puerto Rico. I just bought them some fresh fitteds.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they get through TSA, I told them to make sure you got all your stuff when you get off. Go through the thing. Make sure you get your hat, belt, whatever. They lost their hats.
They lost it. Oh no.
2 seconds later, I'm like, "Where your hat?" I don't know. I'm talking to him on the phone. I'm like, "Yo, I'm looking at you. Where's your hat? Go back and get the hat." I don't know where it's at. Easy.
Why is it that like we become such a mess when we go through that process? Like, all right, like when we get up there, take your shoes off, take everything off, take your belt off. Like you got to put everything, because like I don't know, I feel like I'm being rushed because you got people behind you, and then how many trays? How many trays do you need? I grab like 4 trays. I put my backpack. I take all the electronics off.
Backpack, laptops, and electronics in one.
Something wrong, and I haven't done nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Like I'm always,
Yeah.
I always feel like, fuck, man, I'm going to jail. I ain't got nothing to go to jail for. I always feel like
they're just gonna fuck with me because my hair's curly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Oh man, I'm going down.
You.
And look at that guy. That guy, hey, you with the sandals, come here.
Yeah, come to the back room with us.
Yeah, come back.
What is this? What is this stuff right here?
Oh, putting on gloves.
4 check. Oh yeah.
I just took a cleanse. Better watch out.
I think you should be able to just go through. They need to have the full body X-rays right there. They can see you walking through and everything that's under you, and boom, and just walk through. No shoes off, no belts off, no watch off, no nothing.
Yeah, they have it. I mean, they had it in Puerto Rico, and they have that little scanner. You just walk by and scan everything on.
And actually,
I've never actually been through one. I don't think.
In other countries, that's not a thing. Like it's only here. Like
USA.
Yeah, in other countries, you come in and you start taking shit off, and like, oh no,
oh,
yeah, right, no shit, that's true. We're like,
I remember it was like 2003. So it's not exactly new technology.
Man, I remember walking to the gate.
Everything on you.
Walking to the gates, waiting for people to get off the plane. You gotta wait 8 hours.
That total recall shit, like that thing is real. Like they've had that technology forever. So,
Total Recall. I was watching some of that the other day. I caught like the middle of it on HBO. I think it was HBO Showtime.
The old one?
Huh? Then I saw the new one.
Colin Farrell one.
Yeah, I was like, the remake was pretty dope. That's the the 3-titty one. Fucking
that's,
Carlos.
that's the most memorable part in my childhood for that movie.
Yeah.
I think my dad got it because we used to when we lived in Spain. We had like one theater, one this, one that. So we had like a little small town. So my dad's friend worked in a movie theater, and he would record the new movies that came out. Like, I don't know, sell it to the guys or whatever.
Yeah.
I found Total Recall. I started watching. My dad caught me. Took that shit out. Don't be going through my stuff. You're not supposed to be watching this stuff.
It's not for you.
It hasn't came out yet, and he doesn't want me to tell people. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know. Hey, man, I watched Total Recall. I heard you say you had it, so I looked for watching. Yo, he got pissed. He thought he was gonna get caught, like with some illegal shit.
Yeah.
He was supposed to have a copy. But he had it on VHS.
You're not supposed to have.
Hey, yo, I remember that was the thing though. People were scared of bootlegging and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
my
now,
dad's
nobody
very,
gives a
my dad's
fuck.
very by the book, man. Like, yo, off the street, the videos, man. You never know what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fucking, you go in New Jack City, you put it popping in as Barney shit.
Yeah. Hey, man, you want some flicks, man? Yeah.
Yeah, like the collection you used to have, Carlos.
Nah, that was not mine. I did not buy any of those.
We're like, what? Library, man. Take us home.
Thank you for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
Thank you, sir. All right, y'all have a good night.
Yep.
Shout out to Diggy the Barber over there in New Jersey. One, you might as well live on the other side of town. You live far as fuck.
We live on the opposite side.
Yeah, it's horrible, man.
Yeah.
I might as well go to Austin.
You're probably closer to Austin than you are to me, yeah.
I'm gonna go play with my pickles.
Bemo.
Chicken pickle.